Hello and welcome back to the House of Perfume Lovers. Let's begin with today's episode. Today we're talking about the niche acquisition war, when major corporations decided to buy rebellion. Every revolution attracts attention, and every different idea attracts curiosity. But when the idea succeeds, it attracts something else as well: money. In the early 2000s, a small movement appeared in the world of fragrance. Not massive, not present in every store, but different. This movement was niche perfumes. So, what does niche even mean? The word niche simply means a small corner, a narrow space that does not directly compete with the large market. In the world of fragrance, it meant something very specific. A small house, a small perfume house, limited production, bold compositions, not subject to traditional market rules. These houses were not trying to sell millions of bottles. They were simply trying to create something different. In the first decade of the new millennium, fragrance lovers began to notice something. There were scents completely different from what we saw in major stores. Heavier, deeper, and more daring. The reason behind it was simple. Niche houses were not subject to market testing. They were not asking, will everyone like this fragrance? They were asking, is this an interesting idea? A clear example is when a fragrance like Black Afghano from the house of Nazomato appeared. It was clear this fragrance was not trying to please everyone. It was a heavy scent, both mysterious and smoky. But this boldness attracted a loyal audience. People loved niche fragrances because they were tired of similarity. In commercial perfumes, there was a repeated pattern: a citrus opening, a floral heart, a woody base. But in niche, the rules were not important. The idea was what mattered. At first, major corporations did not pay much attention because niche sales were small. But over time, something very important happened. Trends began coming from niche: heavy wood, incense, leather, dark amber. All of these styles began in niche, then later moved on into the commercial market. And here, major corporations realized something very important. Niche was not just a small market, it was an idea laboratory. In 2016, a deal happened that caught everyone's attention. Estée Lauder acquired Editions de Parfum Frederic Malle, the house founded by Frederic Malle himself. This house was a symbol of artistic independence, and because of that, the news was surprising. After the deal, fragrance lovers began asking an important question: can art remain independent after becoming part of a giant corporation? In 2017, Estée Lauder also acquired Le Labo, a house known for its artisanal style. Fragrances prepared in front of the customer and labels written by hand. This philosophy seemed far removed from large corporations, but now it became part of one. Corporations buy niche houses not just for the scent, but for the audience. The niche audience is different. It's more knowledgeable, more passionate, and more willing to pay for quality. And here, the audience is very attractive to major corporations. The global fragrance market is valued at tens of billions of dollars, but real growth in the recent years has been in the niche sector. And this made major corporations think differently. Instead of competing with niche, they could simply buy it. But here, the tension begins. The founder wants freedom. The corporation wants stability. The founder loves risk. The corporation prefers safety. And this difference always creates a delicate balance. Do fragrances change after the acquisition? The answer is not simple. Some houses kept their style, and some became safer, less risky. And this is natural because major corporations think differently. They think about global expansion, distribution, and stability, while the independent perfumer thinks about the idea. The consumer became more aware. With the internet, fragrance lovers now know almost everything. They know the acquisitions, they know the changes, and they notice any shift in style. This made the market more complex, but also more exciting. It's an endless cycle. Every time a corporation buys a successful house, a new perfumer appears and says, I will start from zero. And so the cycle continues. Independence is born, it succeeds, it gets acquired. Then new independence is born again. What is happening in the world of fragrance is not a simple war. It is a constant balance between art and money. Art pushes boundaries. Money organizes a market. But when art disappears, everything becomes similar, too similar. And that is why even major corporations need niche. The niche acquisition war has not ended, it has only begun. Every year a new house appears, a new idea, a new risk, because perfume in the end is a reflection of human imagination. But after all these transformations, a new question appears. Can a fragrance be designed only for one person? Not for everyone, not for the market, but for you alone. In the next episode, we enter the world of bespoke perfumes. That was all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, stay scented.